So, sheet number 12, this is the Medi-bay sheet. And on here we've got 3 Medi-beds, we've got 3 of the wall, the Medi-wall displays, and we've got 1 of the kind of robots, the Medi-dock, as it were. What we also managed to do as well is we managed to fit on 1 of these reactor cells as well, which is fantastic. But we're going to show you how to assemble that on the mixed one of the mixed room item sheets anyway. So we're just going to focus on the main parts. Okay, so first of all we're going to make the little Medi-bed here. So I'm going to grab 1 of these here and just pop it off. So anything that's got Medi-bed on it we can pop out. Right. What we're going to do is start with a base, and just like the battle table works on the similar kind of way, you'll slot those 2 parts together at the base. And again, you might need to adjust it slightly. That was a tight fit, so you know, it might need a slight adjustment. So you've got that on there. Then you've got this part here. Actually, that needs to go down a little bit more. That's it. Then you've got the main bulk of the bed. Okay, so you've got this kind of funny angled bit here. Looks like the bit of a head of a dog or something, and it's that's going to have like a little computer unit on. The head of the bed sort of goes up this side where the hood's going to be. So what we're going to do, we're going to slot that across here. Okay, and I might need to adjust that slightly. Yeah, I'm going to adjust that. That's quite tight. Not too much, just a fraction. Okay, to fit across that. Okay, and then this part here just pops up through there, and the whole thing should sit reasonably flush. There you go, like so. On there. Okay, so that's kind of the base part of it. We've got a pillow to put on here, which goes on. Does it need adjustments? I'm not sure. Let's have a look. No, that's fine. Okay, pillow goes on there, which kind of sits up, and then you've got this little piece here, which is a computer, which just kind of fits on this little raised area here. And again, don't think this needs adjustments. It doesn't. It's nice to have a little tight fit on here. Remember, you don't need glue for any of this, but why would you want to take the Medi-bed apart? Certainly these parts. So once that's in place and you're happy with it, you know, why not why not glue it in place if that's what you want to do? You don't have to, but it's just an option for you. Now what we want to do here is to then pop the hood across the top, and this is, if you're going to need to make adjustments to this, make it now. That's fine. That's probably fine as well. I'm probably just going to adjust that one slightly, just a little bit, just to give it a little bit of and yeah, this has got lots of little half cuts across here, so very carefully, don't just bend it like this, very carefully with your, you know, just bend it a little bit on each one. Okay, on each one of the half cuts. You don't want to bend too far on these very small pieces, because they're so small that, you know, they could separate, as it were. And then once you've got it like that, just give it a little bit of a bend, very carefully, just round your finger, and that'll create that nice little curve for you. Not all the way yet, but don't worry, because it'll probably be held in place by here if it's a nice tight fit. If not, we can just take it off and curl it a little bit more. Okay, so all you do then is basically slot this onto here and here. This is a kind of a very small slot. This is a big one. It's got a little computer terminal on it. So line it up there. Pop it on. Line it up here. Pop it on. And then just slide the whole thing across. Okay. I think that's it. Job done. And basically what you've got is your Medi-beds. Obviously I've lost my little piece off the end of that one. Okay, so that's the Medi-bed, nice and simple. And of course you can have it without the hood on. If you want, if you want a bed that hasn't got the hood part on, whoops, lost my pillow. You can just have it so that it's like that, I guess. Your choice. So that's that Medi-bed. Next bit is the wall console. So we're going to want the wall console parts, which is one of those. So we've got here, we've got this, which is a piece. Where's my walls? There's a wall. Okay, so we've got a piece which fits on the back of your wall like this, which the whole thing mounts onto. So first of all, you've got the main part, which is kind of the main display screen part with some mechanical stuff behind. The large slot, obviously you can tell which way it goes up. Large slot goes at the top. Does that need adjustment? No, don't think it does. Let's have a look. Should go under. Yep, that goes in up the top there. And once it's slotted in at the top, it should fit quite nicely onto a little lip at the bottom. Okay, so let's just make sure that's fully in. And on. Yeah, that's it. So that kind of fits onto there. Then what you're left with is kind of an area of a slot there, and then just this sort of bit sticking out. So this top slot is where you slot your kind of main keyboardy stroke sort of lower display part, and again you might need to adjust that. I think this one's alright. And again, this is one of those items that you probably, if you're happy with it and it all fits together, you might want to glue it. And then finally you've got this part here which sits across the top. Okay, and that's what you get. You get this kind of like Medi unit display, which then can clip on the top of, and you can have, there's a few of them on there, you can have those scattered around your in your Medi-bay. Okay, so that's those. Last of all, we want to make this fella here, which is your little sort of robot dock, as it were. So we have got on here quite a few bits and pieces. We've got the big disky bit at the top. Again, looking at this, you want to have a look round and think to yourself, okay, what needs adjustments? And you can grab the odd little arm and just put it on there and think, well, does that fit on all there all right? Well, yeah, it seems to. A bit tight, that's fine. Okay, pop out this bit, wing, and we've got, looks like our slot's got stuck there, so we just nip that out. There we go. Okay, so looking at that, we've got these two parts here that need to slot together. I think that's probably okay, no adjustment needed. Excellent. That will go in there like so. And that creates your stand. The next part that needs to go on is this top disc. And again, I'm looking at this, I don't think this disc needs any adjustments. Sort of a thin slot there. I don't know, I'm not going to adjust it and see what happens. Okay, that will then slot across the top of here, if I get it right. It's a bit of a tight one, yeah, but it seems to be going on. Might have needed a little bit of adjustment on that one, but I'm going to force it on anyway. because I just live dangerously like that. Better believe it. Right, okay, so that's the top bit of that. Then I'd probably slot the arms on first and do the unit, the little displays first. A little bit of flashing on there. You can just nip that off. Okay, and that's pretty much it. Before you slot your arms on, just make sure that your base isn't like, if your base part here is lined up with one of these slots, just edge it forward a bit, because when you put an arm in, you want the arm to just miss this part of the stand. Okay, so put those ones in first. Okay, one down the side, and as you can see, it's managed to slot just behind there. Let's do another one on the other side. Okay, so we've got that. You can move the arms around and you can, have them in different positions. I've never felt the need to particularly do that, but the option is there. That just slots on the top. You can have it like that or an angle or whatever. So finally, all you need to do is actually kind of fit in the display parts, and a bit like the Medi wall unit, you've got a slot on here. Don't think that needs adjustments, does it? Let's have a look. Oh, I don't know, don't think so. So slot that on there. It's a tight fit, but I think we're alright. Push it right up, and that fits right in flush against there. And again, you're left with a little lip on there, which allows you to slot that in. Oh, too far. Back a bit. Calm down. That's it, like that, and that sits on there quite nicely. And that's your little droid, as it were. So you'll get one of those on the sheet as well. Okay, so that was everything. We'll do, like I say, we'll do the reactor cell on the on the next one. That's the Medi-bay sheet. Have fun with that.